Check. Hey. Audio is good. Cup of tea. Check. Brain. Checked out. Sweet. I have absolutely zero plans for this stream whatsoever. I just intend to kill an hour or so in game, so figured I might as well do it as part of a stream, right? Hang on, why is that not playing ball? Let's grab you. There we go, much better. Right. Mute that phone, because otherwise I'm going to keep getting messages. So yeah, no plans whatsoever for this stream. I have the chat open, and I can actually see the stream this time, and it is actually got video, which is a lot better than I did last time, because I had about 5 minutes of just nothing. I'm basically just going to dick about, blowing stuff up, doing generic missions to earn some credits in game, because I am poor as dirt. Because I've spent most of my time in the PTU recently. I don't think I've actually played the live game. I think since 3.10 landed, I did 3 hours of stream the other week, and that's it. That's the only time I've actually played the live game. So yeah, it's to say I'm a bit poor is a bit of an understatement, really. Right, there we go. Have the chat up. So yeah, just throw questions at me. Anyone has any questions about 3.10.2? I have spent not as much time in the PTO on that patch as I could have done recently, but I have spent some time in there. I have gained some insights on what CIG are asking us to test. So it does give some insights into what they're really trying to go for at the moment and what they're working on. So, that's whatever you want to ask me. That way. Now, I remember when Lorville first came into the game, I had such a nightmare trying to navigate my way around this place. Like, I always got lost without fail, and I don't know why, because it's actually really easy to find your way around. Good evening to you, Santa Gauss? Santa Gauss? I'm not I never know how to pronounce that. Is it Gauss or Gauss? I don't know. Either way, yeah, good evening. Anyway, sorry. I'm half asleep. I've had a very long day at work, so I might not be as energetic or cheerful as I often am. But, yeah, there you go. The wonders of the world slowly returning to normal. Finally. Thankfully. Now that human malware is... human antivirus is slowly removing human malware, which means I unfortunately have to be at work again now. Unfortunately, however you look at it. My cup of tea soon. Just burnt my tongue. Yeah, don't drink tea when it's fresh out of the kettle. Right, let's see if missions we have available to us right now. Not missions, anything decent. Oh, call to arms. Let's definitely take that. Let's have a look. Merc missions. Authorized execution.
Now arriving.
Not sure where that one's going to be.
Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
Somehow ended up with... Oh! Oh no, I don't want to do that one, Jesus. Let's get off the train before I get stuck. I'm German and I spell it like out, so it'd be like... Yeah, so it'd be Gauss. Okay. Right, got you. Huh. I suppose that answers that question then. I've genuinely always wondered on that. Like, I've just never known the answer. Right, bounty hunter, no, because that means I've got to fly miles and I can't be bothered with that. Okay, you know what, I'm going to take this authorized execution warrant. I don't know where the guy is. Let's have a look, where are you? Where is this guy? Okay, it looks like he's actually on the planet's surface, which is interesting. I haven't done a surface-based one in a while. I mean, they pay absolute pennies, which is why I don't usually bother with them. I'm more of a ship combat pilot than I am a ground combat not pilot, which is why I tend to avoid them. But what's the worst that could happen, right? Other than being shot in the head and losing my ship. And second thoughts, let's not think about it. All right. Aegis Saber. I'm so glad. I'm so happy they added the Saber as the subscribership for the month. It's one of the only benefits to being a subscriber, along with the PTU access. I mean, that's the only reason I have subscribers for PTU access, so that I can make videos for you guys. But it means I get a free ship, and the Saber is just a phenomenal vessel, so I'm not complaining. Right. I'm going to go to... There's no point in you getting in the lift with me, buddy, because... that ain't going to work. I've just thought, I wonder if the issue with the... I don't actually know if they fixed the problem with the hangar doors shutting too quick. So Lorville was the worst place for it. And I don't actually know if they fixed it. Oh yeah, I've equipped my... I don't have any GT215 spare. But I did have a bunch of the tarantulas. So I outfitted the ship with tarantulas. They are fixed. With fixed now being pretty decent. I figured I'd take advantage of that with the additional firepower. I'm not a fan of tarantulas normally. Although everyone keeps saying to me, Sean, try them. They're really, really good now with all the fix changes. So I'm hoping that proves to be true.
You are clear to launch.
Or I'm going to be very sad.
Launch complete.
Come on.
Proximity alert overhead. Proximity alert.
It's fine, I got the wings in. Right. Question now is...
Gear retracted.
Never mind, found my takeoff spot. Why is the ship rolling so much? What on earth is going on? The wings are out.
Thank you. And please visit
How
again.
bizarre. Oh, I do not like that. Why does it keep rolling over on me? Alright. Beautiful, beautiful. And let's see where our target is then, shall we? He is... HSDF Zacharias. Alright, let's get our backsides over to there. Right. Get ourselves up into the upper atmosphere first. So I can actually quantum travel, because otherwise this is going to take a very long time. I mean, the Saber's phenomenal in atmosphere, but it's not quite quick enough to get to the other side of the planet within the 1 hour that I tend to stream for, so... right. Can I quantum travel yet? What's my altitude? No, I think I need 2,000 meters, so I'm not far off. Leave restricted area. Does that mean my weapons are up yet? No, it does not. Alright. Let's kill you. And... oh my god, I can actually... can I quantum there already? Oh, I can! Hey! Watch as the game decides to send me straight through the planet and crash. Nope, we're good. Interesting. Okay, not too bad. I gotta say it now, by the way. Like I've already said, I'm not great at FPS in this game. I used to be phenomenal at FPS games, but I don't exactly play them much anymore. So there's a very strong chance I'm gonna die, especially because the AI has actually seen some improvements in 3.10. So we should see that the AI starts taking cover and things like that now. That's not what they used to do, so I used to be able to just walk. I don't know why Quantum does this when you're coming through an atmosphere. So I should just be able to, like, you used to be able to just walk in, shoot them in the face, and they wouldn't know what to do, right? That's not going to work anymore. So I'm a little bit curious as to how this is going to go. I hate how slow these weapons fire. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch all of you onto... the same switch. You hang on. Where are you? Wrong one. Right then, the end. Weapons, guns. Let's put all of you on group 0. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I need to slow that down. I've got no idea how well this is going to go, or how bad, so wish me luck, guys, because God knows I'm going to need it. Objective complete, locate target. Okay, so apparently I've found the target. But... What does that... Like, is he on the ground? Is he... I don't know. I've never done these missions. I don't do FPS missions, ever. So this is not... I have no idea what to expect. I forgot they changed the keybind for the lights now. I can't see a thing.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, it's no wonder I'm struggling. I'm right in the middle of a bloody storm.
Proximity alert. Deck. Proximity.
Oh! Well... I said something would go wrong. I didn't expect me to hit the ground so hard that the ship... That's never happened to me before. I swear that's never happened before. I've said that a few times to a few ladies. Self-deprivation, yay. Yeah, that's weird. I did not expect that. How bizarre. Okay, let's try that again. I'll have to take my I'll have to take my Avenger this time because the Saber's going to be in pieces. Ground floor, please. Yeah, well, so much for dying during the FPS combat, right? Apologies, by the way, if you can hear my fan. It is very, very warm in here. I don't have great ventilation in my house as it is. Because the way my house is sort of orientated, it gets really, really warm in the afternoons. So I'm currently sweating and therefore have a fan on. I can only apologise if you guys can hear it, but I've positioned it as best I can so that you don't. Right. Let's get ourselves back to the spaceport, shall we? And I thought they fixed this. Dude, no, get down. Well, so much for fixing that bug. I swear they've claimed that they've fixed that bug, like the people standing on benches, in every single patch note for the last, like, 3 patches. Major patches, and in every sub-patch. I'm pretty sure they claim to have fixed it in half the PTU patches as well, during Wave 1 and Wave 2. They just don't seem to be able to fix it. It's, Ah, you can't hear the fan. Excellent. That means I don't have to turn it off and slowly melt into a puddle, which is always nice. The problem with being British is I'm not built for the hot weather, right? So, yeah, I'm slowly but surely suffering. There we go. My tea's cooled down enough that I can actually drink it as well, which is nice. Right. Hopefully, things go a bit better this time. Hopefully there isn't a storm on the other side of the planet when I get there this time to slam me into the ground. Or it could just have been my incompetence. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm still not quite used to the new flight model in Atmo, I must admit. I'm used to everything being a bit floaty and spacey. So I think what I need to do is I need to get a throttle to go along with my twin sticks, because I get the feeling that if I fly a ship like a plane in atmosphere, you know, using a HOTAS, and then switch to HOSAS whilst in space, that might make life a little bit easier. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm in an R about it. I would be curious, actually, to hear the opinion of people that do play Star Citizen with a HOTAS, because I've always used HOSAS for Star Citizen. I came into Star Citizen off the back of Elite Dangerous, where, you know, the rule is you use a HOSAS in Elite Dangerous, right? So, hence I went with it. So I've never really used a HOTAS in Star Citizen. I'd be curious to know what people, you know, how people get on with it. Right. Let's, Thankfully it's not technically my ship. It was lent to me by CIG. So I don't mind that. Sup? He's got big creepy eyes. Running away! Right, hangar 9 I need to go to. So, let's make a buggy our way over. Do. Well, actually, you know what? I might have prox comms on and not realise it. It's entirely possible. So people are just going to be walking around the verse like, the fuck are you talking about? It's almost 10 PM and it's 30 degrees. Yeah. It's only about 22 where I am in the UK, so it's not as bad as it was last week. Last week it was like 30 to 35. It was hell. But yeah, 30 degrees, no. Just no. I need to buy an aircon unit. That's like every year I tell myself, you know what, I'm going to buy an aircon unit. But I want to buy one around winter because they're half the price, right? I don't want to spend, £400 on something I'm going to use for 2 weeks out of the year, right? British summer, it lasts 2 weeks. So I keep telling myself every winter, okay, I'm going to buy an aircon unit. And then I look at the price of them, they're still £200, and I think, do I really need to spend that 200 quid? You know, and then I don't buy one. And then it gets to summer, and I question myself as to why I made such a stupid decision. I'm currently in that scenario. Looks like my takeoff vector's straight up there as well. Oh, what the fuck is happening to my ship? Oh, I thought they fixed the bloody wind in the hangars. CIG, you lying bastards. They said they fixed that. Oh, god damn it. My ship's getting blown all over as well. This is horrible.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Right, let's get this out of atmosphere. Thank god the Avenger's actually somewhat aerodynamic. Come on. You can do it.
Engines overheating.
That should be just about enough, I think. Right, let's get ourselves a fresh market on target. Zacharias? I don't know, whatever it is. What's it called? Yeah, Zacharias. Yeah. 16-second quantum travel. At least that's nice and short. It does help that I swapped the quantum drive from the Sabre, which is stupidly quick, onto the Titan. So it can only quantum travel, like, between moons right now. It goes bloody quick, though. I'm afraid of the power usage of AC. I mean, the cost for the power. Don't know how to say that in English. No, I know what you mean. I think, yeah, it depends on the country you live in and what power costs are in that country. So, in the UK, we pay about between 12 and 14 pence per kilowatt hour of electricity, which I think is apparently quite high. If you live somewhere like California, it's like 6 cents, right, which is about 4 pence a unit. I think Greenland, they pay even less because they've just got all this geothermal renewable energy, so electricity is basically free for them. Lucky gits. So yeah, electricity can be expensive in the UK. It just depends how cautious you are with it. I don't use that much. I think AC would probably double my electricity bill quite comfortably, but yeah, it's... I don't know. I mean, to put it into context, my electricity bill each month is about £30 each month. I think if I added AC, it'd probably go to about £50, which is manageable, but still a little bit more than I'd like. That being said, I'd rather spend the extra 20 quid to, you know, not have to come home from work and stand, like, in my boxers in front of a fan to, you know, try and not overheat. Not that that's an image anyone wants in their mind. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, but... Right, hopefully this time I can put her down without bloody crashing. Right, let's bring my speed down this time so I don't crash. Let's get us down to SCM. Oh, I got that bug again where there's no ship sounds. Yay! I get that quite a lot at the moment, it seems. Where I don't know if that's a common bug or not, but there seems to be a bug where you just randomly lose all sound from your ship. I've got no idea how to fix it. It's just a bug that keeps happening. Right. Lower speed, lower speed, lower speed. Right, hopefully this time I won't blow up. I don't believe that there is... Yeah, there are no turrets or anything around here.
Proximity alert. Starboard. Proximity alert. Deck. Landing.
Oh, that was... That could have been close. That could have been really quite close. Right, question now is, which weapon do I go for? That's the SMG. Ah, you've only got one fire mode, haven't you, you bugger? I could have sworn this had 2 fire modes. Right, my target is apparently underground. Now, I don't actually know how to get to where my target is. Because, yeah, I've never been here before, so this could be interesting. Let's have a look. Oh, now it spawns in the things that blow up my bloody ship. Oh, it's this... I hate this bug. Oh, there's the entrance. Yeah, there's a really annoying bug at the moment where it just randomly spawn... Like, stuff doesn't spawn in properly for ages. That's been a problem for a long time. And I know that they fixed it in... I believe they fixed it in 10.2. But, yeah, I'm still waiting for them to fix it properly. No, wrong button. No, I don't want to lie down. Get up. Oh, there we go. Control. I got confused with the buttons. You can tell I don't do FPS very much, can't you? Do 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 do. Target eliminated. Let's get out of here quick. Because I know I'm going to get shot at. Oh no, I'm alright. Hey! Oh, bugger, that's my only magazine. I say it again, I'm in love with the Titan. Wanted to upgrade it to a Cutlass Black twice, but couldn't hit the button. Yeah, I agree. So in the current PTU patch, right? They've disabled. Did my ship get blown up? My ship got blown up, didn't it? Oh no, it's still alive. It's alive. Awesome. I think. Is it alive or is it dead? I can't tell. Yeah. So in the current PTU patch, basically they've disabled. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fucking hell. Right. Put my weapon away so I don't lose it. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, so in the current PTU patch, what they've done is they've... because they're trying to test persistence, right? Yeah, that's the whole idea of the current PTU patch, 10.2, is they're trying to get long-term persistence working. That's their primary focus right now, right? So what they did is, when you copy your character across, you don't actually have any of your pledge ships. You could own every single ship in the game, right? Like, you could have bought them all through pledges. You don't have any. All you have is an Aurora and a Grey Cat Rock. That's it. But what they've done is they've given everyone 15 million Alpha UEC to just go and buy the ships they wanted. The only reason... So I got an Avenger Titan, and that's what I've been messing around with in the PTU. The only reason I decided to go and grab a Cutlass after getting the Titan was because I needed something to transport the Grey Cat Rock in. That was it. I couldn't... And as soon as I'd done what I needed to with the Rock to do the video I did the other day for it, that was it. Like, the Cutlass went away and never came back out. It's a great ship, don't get me wrong, but I just can't... The Titan is just that ship that I will always go back to. It's like that ex-girlfriend, right? You know you should never go back to her, but after every messy breakup, you always go back to her anyway. Maybe that's just a British thing. I don't know. Yeah. It's that. It's that ex-girlfriend. You know, you just can't help it. Right. Hopefully this time, the saber... Well, actually, no. So, the saber should now be fixed. Which means I should be able to just jump straight back into it. And hopefully this time I'll actually be able to do some space combat. Because FPS is great, but as you saw there, it was a little bit boring. I use silenced weapons. I've always used silenced weapons, so they didn't know where I was. I didn't trigger any alarms or anything like that, which made it a bit easy. I just don't find the fun. You know exactly what I mean. Okay, so maybe it's not just a British thing. Maybe it's a German thing too. That's alright then. Right, let's have a look. Merc. All I've got is like claim jumpers and stuff. Oh, actually, I suppose I could take the claim jumpers. Maybe? Oh, there we go. Authorized execution warrant. Yay! Finally, got one. Been hoping for that for a while. Her name is Mira. Mira's the name of one of my villages in Animal Crossing. Ever someone says the name Mira, I immediately think of my Animal Crossing village. She was actually one of my initial villagers. She was one of my first 3. She's a weird yellow rabbit. Oh wait, hang on. Did you named, just out of curiosity, do you mean you named your Revenger Titan Mira? If so, that's kind of interesting, because I name all my vehicles. Every vehicle I've ever owned in real life, I've always given a name to. I've not named my Avenger Titan. I've not named any of my ships in game ever. I think because persistence hasn't been a thing for so long now. It's ship ownership seems so transient, and I only own the one ship. I've only pledged for one ship, well, one ship and a motorbike. So because everything else is so transient, I've never actually given a name to any of my vehicles in game. That being said, CIG have said that they do eventually want us to be able to put like custom nameplates on our ships, so I suppose I need to think of a name eventually. I'll think of something at some point. Right. Hangar 7 for you, and then let's just claim my oh, that's an Emmy Rex, fair enough. Yeah, just don't call your Avenger Titan Mira in that case. No, just don't do that. I can't imagine naming anything after one of my ex-girlfriends. Unless it's something I really didn't like. Then there's one particular one, but I suppose we've all got one of those. Right. Hopefully, so I don't know what the tarantulas are like. As I said, I don't use them. I don't use mass drivers. I prefer Gatling weapons because they are so much higher DPS. At least at the moment, until armor values come into play. When armor comes in, then it may be a bit of a toss-up. But yeah, this could be interesting. Right, let's see. I got really confused then because the ship's facing the opposite direction. I'm used to coming in here to like sideways. I don't know why I'm in one of the large hangars. I don't... This is a Carrack hangar. I don't know why I'm in a Carrack hangar. Right. Flight ready. Let's get them doors open.
You are clear to launch.
Where is it I need to get to? Where is my target? Rendezvous beacon is there. There we go. Let's fix our weapons. Oops. Weapons, guns. All on the same fire group. There's no point me having 2 different ones.
Complete. Chaff ready. Landing
And
gear
get up. Let's get ourselves moving forward. Ooh, bit too high, bit too high, bit too high. There we go. I'm never gonna get used to flying like Superman 64 style
Thank
out
you,
of Hawk.
but please
Horville? I tried to say Hurston and Lorville at the same time. Lorville is officially now called Horville. You all know where to go to get your rocks off in Star Citizen. Don't try and elicit illegal activities in Lorville, please. Dreaded splines are pointless. Yeah, I get where... I get why they've done it, right? Because obviously you've got the no-fly zone. They want to make it less intrusive. I understand why they've done it. With that being said, I personally think the best way to do it would be you go near a restricted zone, you request permission to enter that restricted zone, say for landing. All of a sudden, you're now allowed in that restricted zone. You don't request permission for landing, then, or if you get denied because you've got a high criminal stat, then, you know, you get a warning and a fine, a bigger warning, a bigger fine, and if you stay in the restricted zone for too long, you get shot down with a missile barrage. You don't have a kill net or anything like that. You don't need the landing splines. You still have that permission to fly through. I think the issue they've got is that when they designed them, if you want to get groomed, just find an 890 jump owner. Yeah, I suppose you could. But yeah, I think the reason they did it the way they did is, you know, they needed a way to create, like, basically it creates a tunnel. It's naturally a tunnel through the no-fly zone. I know why they did it, and I understand the mentality behind it. I just think there are much better ways they could have done it. Like I said, where you still have, you know, that no-fly zone. It's just instead of having this stupid bloody, you know, landing spline tunnel thing, it's just it's an on and off. It's a binary thing, right? Is it a zero? You know, is it a zero? You don't have landing permission, you get a fine and then killed. It's set to a 1. You do have landing permission. You're allowed through that no-fly zone. I think the reason they didn't do that is because the whole reason for no-fly zones was initially it was actually to prevent player griefing. So there are ways, or there were ways, not anymore, that you can kind of get to the main, you know, sort of area in Area 18, to the Central Plaza. And, you know, you go down there, all you got to do is, you know, launch a ship into someone, pad ram them. If for whatever reason your ship weapons are working, you just annihilate everyone that's there, right? So CIG saw that was a problem, hence, you know, the no-fly zones. The problem is, that's resulted in a lot of the problems. It was sort of I think it was a slapdash fix for a problem that genuinely existed, but they fixed it in the wrong way initially, and instead of rectifying the bad fix, they're trying to gaffer tape the fix back into place. That's just my opinion on the matter, of course. Everyone's opinion's going to be different. But, yeah. I just don't like the landing splines because the fucking wind on Hurston is ridiculous. And I'm sick to death of getting blown out of them and getting exploded every time I get into a large ship. Splines look rigged. Oh, fantastic. I will, as soon as I've dealt with this emergency contact, I will look at whatever that... Oh, sugar. Closed chat by accident. I'll read that message in a sec. I just need to deal with this problem that seems to have arisen. Right. I've got you locked on, but where is your... Oh, there's your pit. I have not gone into... there we go. G-safe and coupled off. There we go. There's my flares. I hate trying to deal with those. Is ESP on? ESP is on. Oh, I've just realised how much damage my shield's taken. I do not like how... Yeah, I don't like the lack of fire rate on this. Let's get out of the way of that. I'm not a fan of these weapons at all. Because accuracy is still pretty low with...
Rear shield under fire.
Oop, rear shield's up. Here we go. Because accuracy is so low with fixed weapons half the time, I'm not getting as many hits down with these as I would with, say, a Gatling. And that's really putting me off using them. Not quite sure why he's spinning out of control. It's either that or I'm just a lot worse at this than I thought. Oh, I lost missile lock. Okay, if you don't keep them in sight, you actually lose missile lock. I didn't know that. That's a new thing. That never used to be a thing. Interesting. Okay. God, I can't. Right, I need to gain some distance from these guys, I think. Whoop. Balls.
Shields recharging. Shields up.
Yeah, I do not like these tarantulas at all. The amount of damage I seem to be laying out to these guys is negligible at best and non-existent at worst. Like, I mean, I know I'm using... Oh, that was close. I know that I'm using, you know, like fixed weapons and whatever, and obviously they're not going to be as accurate as gimbaled weapons, but Jesus Christ, these things are terrible. Come on. I mean, this isn't even my bounty target. This is just a bunch of pirates that pulled me out of Quantum. Oh, you're joking. Oh, screw this. Alright, let's move ourselves back and up a bit to get away from him. Missiles away.
Shit.
I do like the way that I forgot the word for it now. Fuck's sake. Reticle, there we go. I do like how that turns sideways, like as an indicator that you are in fact over the pip. That's good. I had a real issue when they changed it to a cross, because it used to be a circle. I had a real issue being able to see if I was actually on target. So I like that they've done that. That's good.
Son of a bitch.
It's a definite improvement. Let's move that way a bit. I'm starting to get the hang of actually using this ship again now. The problem is I'm so used to an Avenger and the way that an Avenger handles, which is a lot less nimbly than a Saber does. I'm really struggling to stay on target. Oh, I'm out of range. There we go.
Son of a bitch.
You're the son of a bitch. You pulled me out of Quantum, you bastard. So rude, aren't they? Right, sorry, I'm going to read these messages now. So, splines look really... I assume that's bad. They need to make it snap to ship location and have it active so you don't need to fly in tunnels but follow a guide. Yes, 100%, I agree with that. I think, honestly, the biggest issue with... sorry, brain's gone again. Yeah, my biggest issue with them is... just the way they look. They look so bad. Is my Quantum going to actually work? Oh, my Quantum's broken.
Weapon systems offline.
Try that again.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Oh my god, my Quantum system's broken. Yay. Yeah, that's definitely the biggest issue, in my opinion. Wind is probably worse on Microtech, but no need for splines where the airport is on the edge of the city limits. Yeah, wind is definitely worse on Microtech, but... yeah, I don't know, actually. You say that. I genuinely think Hurston's worse. Microtech, I find, is bad more often, but not to the same extreme. Gotta shunt them shields to nose. Yeah, I really do. I need to make a habit of starting to do that. Ballistic cannons are kind of not fun for fixed or gimbaled. Agree, the fixed cannons are useless. Saber has good regen speed, but we're better with 3 Mirage. So I actually have an FR66 on this with 2 shimmers. I haven't done any upgrades. The FR66 definitely helps the shield pull, The Mirages are still pretty rapid when it comes to the recharge rate, so it's not too bad. Stock weapons on the Sabre really ain't good. You're better off with Panther repeaters. No, actually, yeah, so the Sabre comes with Panther repeaters as standard. The only reason that I switched to the Tarantulas was because A, that was the only size 3 ballistics I had to hand, and B, because I personally prefer ballistics. I like energy weapons, but I prefer ballistics. Target lock animation, definitely a thumbs up. Yes, most definitely. Gonna wash Chris Roberts' mouth out with soap. I can't say anything. I swear like a sailor. Yeah, the changes to the UI are absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. Really, really good. The overall... Oh, it's just a little Mustang. Oh, you're dead, mate. Yeah, that was easier than it should have been. I didn't even go into decoupled mode. What the hell? That should not have been that simple. The pirates put up a better fight. Yeah, I can't say anything about washing Chris's mouth out with soap. I swear so much more. Like, I'm really bad. Claiming a stake. I wonder if there are any decent ones. Have I got any good? Legal survey, bounty. I don't want to do bounty hunting. I can't do delivery because because of the ship that I'm in. Yeah, I don't seem to have. Okay, if I start rejecting stuff, in online, no, I don't want to start taking stuff offline. Array hack from X, no. I want to do legit missions. I don't care about doing illegit missions. I want to do legit missions. Because I'm a good boy. Dusters, no. Oh man, there's no good missions for me at all at the moment. That's a real shame. I could do that one, but that's not going to be great. I'll tell you what, let's do a remove illegal claim jumpers. These are pretty good missions, actually. I do quite like them. Use size 3 attrition on my Cutlass, but blue personally, they take out targets pretty well. Really want to be able to use my hook again, though. Feels squishy. Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of a thing with the Hawk, right? Oh, God, that's miles away. No, I'm not doing that mission. Yeah, see, that's just a thing with the Hawk, right? You know, it's kind of a glass cannon in a way, but you know, it needs to be, because... So, don't forget, you have access to an EMP with the Hawk. And because you've got access to that EMP, you can sort of shut down enemy weapons before they can do any damage. So, I'm personally of the opinion that 31 million kilometers, that's from here to... oh, they're going to be around Arccore. No. I don't... Oh, there we go. Let's do the Hurston bounty mission. Sure, why not? Yeah, so because you've got access to an EMP, and you know you can shut down. Same with the Cutlass Blue, actually. You can do the same with the Cutty Blue. Oh no, so no, Cutty Blue's quantum enforcement, isn't it? Not EMP. Yeah, you know, so because you can shut down their weapons before they can do any damage, you don't need as much armor, right? You don't need as good shields. With that being said, because the Hawk's quite agile, quite nimble, and, you know, it's able to get in and out pretty rapid, I would always say that the Hawk, which has got way more guns than any ship of its caliber has any business having, just FYI. I mean, to put it in perspective, the number of size 2s it has means it technically has more DPS than an Aegis Sabre. Genuinely has more potential DPS, right? With the right shield, so like an FR66 for example, it's okay, it can survive. Yeah. You gotta take the evaluations, then best to take the 5k and 6k bounties. Yeah, so I personally do the authorized execution warrants because they pay 10k. I just don't seem to be getting a lot of them at the moment. Yeah, like normally I used to get a really good solid flow. You know, I could easily make, you know, 100k an hour just doing the authorized execution warrants. But in 3.10, they've reduced the payout, so it's only 8k. They've dropped it down, so you're not facing Aegis Sabres anymore. You're facing Mustangs. a lot different. Really, really different. Fixed size 2s and 2 size 1s, so ability to gimbal 6 size 1s. Yeah, so as a rule of thumb, 3 size 1s is equivalent to 2 size 2s, 3 size 2s equivalent to 2 size 3s, so on and so forth. So, oh my god, that was stupidly simple. So you've got, by having 6 gimbaled size 1s, that's equivalent to, what, 4 gimbaled size 2s? Which is the same as an Aegis Saber. You know what I mean? Right? So, yeah, then, you know, you've got your EMP on top of that. All of a sudden, you look at it, and it's like, holy shit, the Hawk has got stupid amounts of firepower for a light fighter. You know, the Saber's a medium fighter. They removed the Valks and Cats. Still possible to do 100k an hour on CS3 and CS4, plus CS4 bounties are only Mustang, Cut, M50 Buck. Really? They removed the Valks and the Cats. See, that makes me sad, right? Because the Valks and the Cats, to me, were the only thing that really made, you know, the bounties entertaining, because they were genuinely challenging to fight against. Nope, don't want to do that one. Don't want to do that one. So yeah, those are, in my opinion, the only ones that are really quite good. So yeah, the fact that they've got rid of those makes me sad. Although, on the plus side, at least I don't have to try and kill... I don't know if you remember, I think it was 3.8. The CS4 bounty was a fucking hammerhead. And you got me and a little Avenger Titan trying to take out a hammerhead. It just was not happening. Hawk has no missiles. Yeah, I suppose this is true. But the Hawk has an EMP. Why would you need missiles when you got an EMP? You just you hit them with an EMP, that drops their shields, and you just blast them with GT210s, is it? GT210s be the size 1s? Or the GTO... Yeah, whatever the size 1 Gallants and Ballistic Gatlings are. Yeah. Hammerheads you could take out with a Hawk back in 3.6. Yeah, you could. It took a very, very long time. I'm kind of glad that's no longer the case, because a Hawk, or even an Avenger, has absolutely zero business whatsoever in taking out a ship like that. Like, they straight up, you should not be able to. It's a Corvette, right? You know, that's like having, you know, a little Reliant Robin beating a bloody Ferrari in a race. It should not happen. Ever. So I'm genuinely glad that that's no longer the case. On the flip side, it does mean that anyone that does trading in, I don't know, a Carrack is mostly safe unless you've got someone with an Eclipse or a Tally or a fully crewed Hammerhead, because no one can actually blow them up. Ballistic Scatterguns were OP. No, Ballistic Scatterguns still are OP. I think the Ballistic Scatterguns still do something like 3 times the DPS of... So if I outfitted this Saber with Ballistic Scatterguns, I would go from, I think I'm currently sitting at about 1600 DPS, it would jump to about 2500. Still not as stupidly OP as distortion weapons, but then they only do shield damage, so... Well, apparently, they don't actually work. Yeah, you've got to get close. Yeah, see, that's the only reason, really, that I never used, even when Ballistic Scatterguns were stupidly overpowered. That's why I never used them. Yeah, I hate getting in close, right? So I typically try and maintain a distance of between 1 and 2 kilometers between me and my target, right? Because I feel personally that that's the ideal range. Oh, there we go. Whew, I thought we were in for a 30k there, boys. Yeah, that to me is like the ideal combat range. I mean, I can hit this guy from 2k. Oh, wow, he's closing in quick. Let's get ourselves out of the way of that missile. What? How did that missile hit? That missile exploded like miles away from me and yet somehow hit me. What the fuck, game? Don't hate YouTube ban hate speech. Sorry, that's a thing that me and the other guys on Way Small Band do. We turn into a pig squeal. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there because I had no marker of a missile coming at me, so I sure as shit shouldn't have been hit by one. I dropped flares, and flares are currently working, and I shimmied to the side. Everything I did there should have worked, and the missile that did spawn out of the middle of nowhere exploded, in front of me. So, not quite sure what was going on there. Gotta shunt your shields to nose. Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where, because I don't have any hotkeys set for shields. Realistically, what I need to do is I need to set one of my hats on my sticks to control where my shields go. The problem is I don't have any buttons that would make sense for me based on how everything is keybinded at the moment. I don't have any buttons that would make sense for resetting them back to center. So what I do intend to do, my sort of long-term goal, is I do want to replace at least one of my sticks with a Verpal Alpha. Because that's got so many bloody buttons on it that I could keybind everything to it, and I would actually then use one of those hats to control my shield position. It's just as it stands, because I've only got a T16Ks, I've only got a single hat, and I use one of my hats for targeting. My other hat isn't in use at the moment, so I could probably use that for my shield positioning, but I typically use that. Normally that's bound for targeting allies. Also, no, I tell a lie, that's used for pinning. My left hat is used for pinning, my right hat is used for targeting. Yeah, I play dual stick. I switched to playing Hosas a year and a half ago now. I'm still not as good with Hosas, admittedly, as I am with a keyboard and mouse. But I like the additional fine-grained control that it gives me, so I feel it's sort of very much necessitated, especially when especially now with the changes to the flight model, where that additional sort of level of control is really necessitated inside of Atmosphere. Yeah, in my opinion, stick almost becomes mandatory now. Well, not mandatory, but it makes your life a hell of a lot easier. So, I don't think I'll ever not play stick at this point going forward, even though I am better with a keyboard and mouse, but each to his own. Can't even use a stick, just feels very alien. Yeah, it does at first. That much cannot be denied. Yeah, so right, when I started with stick, obviously in Elite Dangerous, and I was using the Hosas. Yeah, we're going back 3-4 years ago now, 5 years ago actually. So yeah, I went into Elite Dangerous and went straight onto Hosas. So I don't know what it's like to play with a keyboard and mouse in that game. But for some reason, when I started playing Star Citizen, I used a keyboard and mouse. I think it's because my Hosas it was in the loft. I hadn't played Elite Dangerous for about a year due to an ongoing bug that just crashed my game relentlessly. So my Hosas was in the loft, and I just used keyboard and mouse. It was only when I moved house 6 months ago. No, it was longer than that now. However long ago it was, about 12 months ago. And that, obviously I had to get the Hosas out of the loft, that I just set it up when I set my desk up and started using them again. And I just can't go back. It felt weird at first, but I just got so used to it so quick that it feels weird to go back to a keyboard and mouse, even though I am better with it. But I think it's immersion. It's all about the immersion. Yeah, that's the only reason to use sticks. Yeah, it is. It's immersion. And you do get that, because you do get the full freedom, 6-axis of freedom. That's the other benefit as well. As I say, you get much more fine-tuned control when it comes to ship flight, both in and out of atmosphere. So that's the other reason for me is, I like flying decoupled. I like having that full analog control that I just otherwise can't get. Yep, this is all ballistics. These are all gimbaled as well, so Watch now as the Avenger Titan just completely annihilates everything and puts the Saber to shame, which will make me sad because the Saber is actually my favourite ship. Yeah, the Titan is like... The Titan's best boy, right? Everyone loves the Penguin. But... the Saber is... Saber is, like, the greatest ship, in my opinion, for combat. Except maybe the Anvil Hurricane, but that's only any good if you've got a mate with you.
Launch complete. Proximity alert aft.
I'm not surprised you keep rolling like that, Jesus.
Landing
Alright.
retracted.
Oh god, that bug's back. Yay! Yeah, I thought that bug was fixed. Fuck's sake.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Right, yeah, let's get our butts into atmosphere and then go and kill the fuckers that killed me. Get ourselves into auto gimbal mode. What am I doing? Arc map. Rendezvous beacon. Set route. Let's try this again. Haven't tried the Titan. Really? Yeah, so that's surprising because the Titan is, you know, the ship, right, that most people just go straight to. You know, either that's the ship that they pledge with, which I would never recommend doing. You know, I always recommend going for an Aurora. Or, you know, it's the first ship that they buy with in-game credits because it's cheap. It's like 700k. I'll say cheap. Yeah, it's cheaper than a Prospector. Everything's cheaper than a Prospector. Yeah, honestly, the Titan is a phenomenal ship. Way better at combat than it's got any bloody business being. You know, you can't carry any vehicles in it at the moment. Hover bikes tend to just go too high up when you try and load them into the back. Although, obviously, when we get the Tumble Ranger, that should fit in the back. You can fit a Grey Cat buggy in the back, actually. Unfortunately, not the Rock. But yeah, it's just one of those ships where it's the perfect jack of all trades single-seaters. No, the hover bikes aren't actually too big. Yeah, this is the thing, right? And yeah, this is what most people don't realise. It's not an issue of the hover bikes being too big. The problem is that, so the hover bikes, right, they try to maintain a minimum altitude above whatever surface they're over. And the problem is that that minimum altitude combined with their height means that they end up, like the nose ends up hitting the engines, right? On the Titan. I mean, the engines are right at the very top, as you can see there. So they hit where the engines are. Yeah. Now, if you take one into space, and yeah, you know, you turn it off or whatever, and it's just floating there, you can back the Titan up and you can load it into the Titan. No problem whatsoever. It's one of those weird things where technically they fit, they just don't like to sit. Got one in the Cutlass, but it's too high, so I can't mount it. Yeah, that is a thing that can happen, right? The thing with that is you need to turn the engines off on them. Yeah, if you don't turn the engines off, then they just stay too high and you can't get back on. Where the fuck is my... There's my rendezvous beacon. Right, okay, so yeah, my target is around here somewhere, I just don't know where. Why can't I go into scanning mode? I don't seem to be able to go into scan mode. Why can't I tap into... What's going on here? Oh, hang on. Contact on the radar.
Cap ready. Flare ready. Rear shield under fire.
Why can't I target anything? Alright, let's get out of here. There we go. No wonder I couldn't see them. I hate that bug.
Shields recharging. Shields up. Shields
My quantum... Oh, you're joking. I left my quantum on? Really?
recharging.
Been a while since I've done something that daft.
Head shield under fire. Shields recharging. Shields up. Missile locked.
I mean, I can be a bit daft sometimes, but yeah, I didn't realise I left my quantum on. You can tell I've had a long day at work, can't you? Oh, what just happened? What the? I hate that! The camera just randomly disconnects from the ship. I don't know why that bug keeps happening. I don't know if it's one of my keybinds, but nobody else ever seems to report that bug. Which makes me think it's something I'm doing, but I don't know what. There we go, I'm actually shifting my shields now. I'm remembered to do it! Anyway, what was that? Go on in a couple of splits too. I did, however, park a Nox in an elevator at area 18 during. Yeah, I've had some weird things in area 18. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What have I managed to get into area 18? So yeah, I've managed to get a Nox in. Grey Cat Buggy, obviously. I've managed to get. I tried a Dragonfly once and that didn't work. Shit, what was the other one? I know, yeah, it might have been the other version of the Nox. I can't remember. But yeah, there was one. I swear, there's one other ship that I've managed to get in. I've also actually managed to get a ship down into the area 18 thingy area, central hub thing, whatever the hell, plaza. There we go. Yeah, I've actually managed to get a ship into the central plaza. I managed to find a hole in the no-fly zone. And so I parked my Avenger Titan in the middle of the Art Core Plaza. Which, I tell you what, made it a hell of a lot quicker to get to Cubby Blast. Yeah. They fixed that. Obviously, they fixed that now, but... Yeah, I'm desperately waiting for the Tumble Motorbikes. That's the only other ship that I've pledged for. Yeah, So I don't want to ever pledge more than about £100 to the game. In my personal view, like £100 is about what the project is worth to me as an individual. So I'll never pledge more than that. So I always knew that I was going to get a second ship. I just didn't know what I was going to go for. And then they announced the Tumbler bikes. Now I am a biker in real life. I don't drive a car. I only ride motorcycles. So when they put an actual motorcycle in the game, I sort of looked at it and went, Yama had me one of those, and when I think it was £30 or £25 or something. I was like, "Yep, that's it. Nope, CIG. Yeah, here's my debit card details. Like, just take my money." Yeah, I was tempted to pledge for two. I was tempted to pledge for the race one, just so that I've got something to get across terrain as quickly as possible, and then I was going to actually go with the combat one. In the end, I went for the cargo one. The reason being, so I realised, right, there's a great use for it. Because you can carry cargo on it, only a small amount, granted, but you can carry cargo on it. You can carry more than you can carry in a rucksack. Yeah, it's a great companion for handheld mining. Like, it's a fantastic handheld mining companion. So yeah, that's the one that I ended up going with. And then it's just sat there doing nothing, obviously, for quite a while. I've not actually looked at the jackets. Oh, for God's sake, Quantum's broken again. Yeah, I actually haven't looked at it in quite a while, so I don't really know what it gives you. It's been so long since I looked. Oh, it's buggered me bloody thing again. I hate when that happens. That said, at least the race jacket, the jackets do look good. I've got to admit that. But yeah, I really do hope that they bring those sooner rather than later. Because yeah, it's the only other ship I've got, right? So it's the only ship that I really care about. Come on, game. Come on, give me control of my ship. Oh, I don't know what's happening here. We in for a 30k? Is it 30k time, boys? Alright. I literally can't control my ship. I can't even turn it off. Power off. Yeah, right. Yeah, that to me says 30k. Can't get out my seat. I can't do anything. I guess that's as good a time as any to end it. I don't like, doing my streams for too long. I think I am getting shot at, though. Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. Yeah, I think this is a 30k. I think it's fair to say that everything is screwed. I can't move. I can't get out of my seat. I've lost all control over everything, except my ability to fire. So, yeah, I'm going to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can kill myself. No, I can't even trigger self-destruct or respawn. So, yeah, I think it's fair to say that's the end of today. Thank you all for tuning in. I know not a huge amount happened in this stream. I'm not great at streaming, admittedly. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I did actually get the local disband, so that would explain it. That was, in fact, a 30k. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, gentlemen and any ladies. Or in between. I don't judge, nor do I care. Yeah, thank you for watching. Catch y'all next time, I guess. Peace out.